Hello everyone, my name is Chavan Snehal and today I am going to give the introduction about pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance, the word itself tells us its meaning. Pharma means drug or medicine and vigilance means to keep watch. Means the science which keeps watch on drugs or medicines is known as pharmacovigilance. It is also called as drug safety monitoring because it monitors the safety of the drug. Now, our pharmacovigilance, it begins right from the clinical trials. The phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and even phase 4. In all these phases, the pharmacovigilance is activated. The pharmacovigilance, it is nothing but it deals with the safety of the drug. Okay. Now, when the drug it is sent in the market, that is in the post-marketing surveillance, our pharmacovigilance is activated as well because though the drug is sold in the market, it may sometimes cause any adverse effects. The adverse effects like we can say insomnia or rashes or we can say chills, irritation, etc. etc. So this can be some of the adverse effects which can be caused by a drug. Okay. Now the proper definition of pharmacovigilance it is the science which deals with the activity of detection, assessment, understanding, reporting and prevention of adverse drug reactions and any other drug related problems. Okay. See. So detection means what? To detect the ADR. To detect the ADR it is adverse drug reaction. Now whatever adverse reaction the drug has caused, first we will detect it. Then is assessment. Assessment means what? Ki we know that there is certain side effect but it is due to the drug or any other factor is influenced for that side effect. So the assessment of that thing is done in the assessment step. Then is understanding. Understanding includes ki how this drug has caused this adverse effect. That understanding will be done in the third step. Further reporting means what? These things will be reported to the regulatory authority and then further actions will be taken to prevent this adverse effect. Now, adverse effects, see there is a huge difference between adverse effect and adverse drug reaction. Adverse effect means what? Ki it may be caused or may not be caused by the drug, and adverse drug reaction is what? Ki it is definitely caused by that drug. Okay. Now, these drug related problems they include various, like you can say the proper packaging is not done of the drug or it is you can say expired or sometimes it may happen ki wrong product is transferred, like the label is different and the product is different, so it comes under the other drug related problems. So monitoring all these problems comes under the pharmacovigilance. Okay. Now, whatever drug related problems are there, like adverse drug reactions are there, in those reactions there is a severity. Like severity means what? Ki intensity of how intense that reaction is. It can be severe, it can be moderate or it can be mild. Okay. Now, depending on the severity, these are the types. Now, if the drug it is serious, if the adverse effect it is serious, then how we will decide ki it is serious or not? So first, ki there are some criteria. Okay. So first is ki if the adverse effect it is life threatening, if it leads to death, if it leads to prolonged hospitality, or if it leads to the congenital disorders, then we can say that these adverse reaction it is the serious one. Now in the case of serious and unexpected reactions, the reactions it should be reported within 7 days to the regulatory authority. Okay, it is the you can say it is the duty of the HCPs to report immediately the adverse drug reaction because it is serious. And unexpected means what? See, when the drug is marketed, there are certain side effects known. Now whatever known side effects are there or adverse effects are there, they are written on the label. But if this adverse effect which is now reported is not present in that label, or we can say summary of the product or the IR, that is investigational brochure, then we can say that this adverse effect is unexpected, means it is not previously known. So the unexpected and the serious adverse effect, this should be reported immediately. Now For reporting also, there are certain criteria. There are four criteria. First is an identifiable patient. That is, whatever patient who is reporting that adverse effect, who has suffered through that adverse effect, it should be known. The patient's identity, his age, his gender, everything should be known. Okay. So first is an identifiable patient. Second is a suspect drug. That is a drug which has caused that ADR. Third is the unidentifiable reporter. That is the person who is reporting the adverse effect. He should be identifiable. Okay. Then fourth is ki minimum at least one side effect. It should cause at least one adverse effect should be caused by that drug. Then only we can report the problem. Okay. So this is all about the branch of pharmacovigilance. There are various regulatory authorities which control this, which give the, you can say, permission to market the drug, or in some cases the drug can also be banned by these regulatory authorities. They formulate various guidelines, various rules and regulations in case of the drugs or medicines. Okay. Now, for example, the regulatory authority of USA, it is US FDA. That is US. It is Food and Drug Administration. It is the regulatory authority of USA. Similarly, other countries are having their regulatory authorities and they are controlling the supply of these drugs. Okay. So it is very important we should have this pharmacovigilance, because there was one case in 90s. Okay, in 90s what happened? There was a drug called thalidomide. This drug, it was taken by many of the women, and whatever children were born, they were born with disabilities, and many miscarriages occurred in that period due to the intake of this thalidomide drug. So at that time, the need for pharmacovigilance as a separate branch was felt, and then in 2010 in India, the branch of PV was established. So this was all about the pharmacovigilance. Thank you so much.